Okay, chat, quick poll. But like just verbal poll. I don't have to actually poll it. Should we watch explaining the entire plot of Honkai Star Rail? Yes or no? Also, when I was like this, I thought this was the ta emote. Wow, that's a lot of yeses. Okay. Ethical
Honkai Star Rail is a game.
Ethical reaction protocol. First of all, I'm gonna link the video in chat. We can actually pin it. So shout out to Giga. Go watch the video. Go give it a like. Second of all, he told me, Garn, a good friend of mine, great person. He told me when I met him, well, not the first time I met him, but when we were talking at AX, he told me that this video took fucking forever. He liked doing it, but it was probably the longest video he's ever made, or like production wise. He also told me that it was fun, that he had to like go through all the Star Rail story, and I think he had his wife help him. Like she also did a lot of. Anyways, it took a lot of time. So yeah, so we're gonna watch it. Hopefully it's good. It's entertaining. Shout out, go give it some support, and I will watch it. It looks like a good video. I mean, I like most of his videos. And we are caught up to, I think we're caught up to everything he's going to talk about. Because it shouldn't spoil Amphoreus. Although I know I've been caught up on Amphoreus, but yeah. So, anyways, we're going to watch it. It should be, we'll see. I don't know if I'll watch it all. We'll watch a bit, bro. We'll watch a bit at least. We'll watch a bit. Yeah. Yo, Luxus, thanks for Prime. I got a sparkling water. Thoughts on sparkling water? Mid TV static drink. I agree. I actually agree, but I still like it. It tricks me into drinking more water, so I'm down. Like I like feeling like I have a drink. So sometimes when I don't want caffeine, I don't want like a bunch of sugar, and I don't want like alcohol, I'm like, I'll just sip on like, obviously I could just drink water, but like water's like boring sometimes. Like once you finish like 2 liters of water, you're like, this is boring. Not me, I'm different. I drink 4 liters a day and I love it. I love water. Nothing's better than water. I get it, bro, but sometimes I'm like, let me flavor up my water, you know? Guys who only drink water. Well, I can't find it. Oh, I found it.
A Diet Coke.
Give me a Sprite.
I'll take a margarita.
Do a strawberry lemonade.
What about you, sir?
Oh, I'll just have water.
Just water, bro? That's it?
Yeah, I only drink water.
And suddenly I feel inadequate.
Yeah.
Get used to it.
I don't do the soda.
Wow.
I definitely don't do the alcohol. I don't do the sugary juices.
I gotta grow the
no, just water for me.
I'm off the deep end. I've been having beer with my meal.
I'm at the point of no
It's
return.
just, it's the lubricant of your body.
That's why I'm probably so rigid and brittle.
This guy understands life.
I've been doing that for years.
Why am I just realizing how perfect you are?
Yeah.
Thank you.
There it is.
There you go, Papa.
Drink away. Nice. Nice. That's gotta be refreshing. Well, I'm gonna dump my soda out.
I'm disgusted with myself.
I can't even look at myself.
Feeling healthier by the second.
Good for you.
Hey, can I have some
Oh
of that
man,
just
I love me some good old agua.
This is Neverland, bro. All right, anyways. Wait, let me fix this scene. Let me save it. Locked in OBS. I'll figure it out later. Okay. All right.
From Hoyoverse, Honkai Star Rail.
Let's watch
It's a
it.
game from Hoyoverse, and it's one of their latest attempts to ensure I cry myself.
Wait, they started off. By the way, they start off with the baby Herta Kuru ring. It's already peak. Starting off strong.
Their latest attempts to ensure I cry myself to sleep at night for not being able to collect my favorite fictional anime characters. You may know them.
Sorry, I don't want
I cry myself to sleep
turn on subs.
at night
But then you guys are gonna ask me to
for
move.
not being able to collect my favorite fictional anime characters. You may know them from the worldwide sensation Genshin Impact on my credit rating, but this is not Genshin Impact 2 or Honkai Impact 4th. This is a completely standalone game about traveling across the universe.
Is it completely standalone? Like, I feel like they're gonna tie up a knot to Honkai 3rd in like a year, bro. They're gonna be like, hey, look, man, look, bro, it's me, it's fucking me, bro. It's me. I'm Keanu. Yeah, Welt is also from Honkai 3rd.
Saving different worlds.
Well, it is a different game though.
Space
but,
Canada,
yeah.
Space China, and Space Birmingham, featuring some of the most
wait, he knows the Birmingham mean. I live in a fucking shell.
canonically strange
Also, what the fuck? featuring some of the most canonically straight women.
This
Yes,
is a
sir.
gacha game, which
Yup.
is a genre of game where the main goal is to pull for anime characters you are most physically attracted to, with an infinitesimally small chance of actually obtaining them. My personal strategy boils down to a simple flowchart, wherein if there is a new character I can respectfully refer to as Mummy, I will violently do everything in my power to try to acquire them, only to get
Wait,
jumped
actually same.
at the
Okay, I
sight
actually got jump scared by the fake jump scare. Am I cooked? Same, bro.
of a child. Surprise, motherfucker. I can assure you that the E5 Clara on my account was achieved totally against my will, and I am not trying to cosplay the protagonist from Black Bullet. But Gigak, what's the real gameplay?
I don't know what Black Bullet is.
Is the real gameplay. And yet Star Rail has tacked on an entire bonus game on top of that, where you can gather a team of people, which in my case by complete coincidence
Before I say something a little crazy, I'm gonna just say that the sponsor segment's over. Thanks to Star Rail for sponsoring earlier. It was about 2 hours, okay? That's why, like, now we're chilling. We're still in Star Rail, but I just want to say that because I want to read a crazy comment. Someone said, being a lesbian is so cool, feel bad for non-lesbians. This is why I had a theory like 4 years ago, okay? Obviously, it's like not a choice or whatever, okay? But it is just purely optimal from a numbers perspective to be like at least like bisexual or like pan or what. Like you might be like, bro, I'm not into that. That's fine. I'm not saying you should be. I'm just saying it's just a numbers game. Like it's more optimal. Like it's just more optimal. I'm not even saying I am. I'm just saying it's numbers wise, right? We're not going to go into it again.
all happen to be attractive women, traveling around the cosmos, taking it in turns, smacking each other with increasingly pretty animation, which is commonly referred to in the industry as turn-based combat.
You get rejected by both. Oh.
Where I get all the turns. As you can see here, my team I've named Weeaboo Mother's Day can do.
If it was a choice, no woman would like a man. What? Yo. Okay, there's no, that can't be true, man. No, like.
Where I get all the turns. As you can see here, my team I've named Weeaboo.
Sorry, I got
Mother's Day
distracted.
can do what I thought was a respectable amount of damage to get me through the story missions. And then you log into YouTube and find out there are people hitting enemies with a goddamn phone number.
That's a lot of damage.
Should I
That's
mention
me.
this video is sponsored by Honkai Star Rail? Because this video is sponsored by Honkai Star Rail. See, over the years,
You know what? Tell me more about Honkai Star Rail.
To get addicted to their game that I immediately pay back through in-game currency, thus
Same.
creating a self-sustaining economy with more stability than the stock market in the past 5 months. But today, Hoyoverse have given me my most
Let me
challenging
turn it up a
task
bit.
yet. Understanding all of Honkai Star
Also,
Rail.
queso
See,
reference.
Honkai Star Rail has one of the most expansive stories, featuring intergalactic wars between cosmic gods. The entire plot
Dude,
is
Nanook is so hot.
troopers with Kamen Rider and the Lovecraftian nightmare creatures known as Twitch streamers that most people don't even know about, because in order to access this information it requires one feat that most gacha gamers are physically unable to do: read. But as
Okay,
it's
yo. Look, bro, look. I may not be able to read, but I won't let that stop me from succeeding.
employee of the BBC with a master's in
What?
engineering, Hoyoverse can clearly
Oh.
see that my reading skills are unparalleled. The potentially cutthroat cohabitation
In the beginning.
and following the release of their biggest collaboration ever with Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works that's out right now, I thought I'd take a page out of my Fate days and break down the entire Honkai Star Rail universe for newbies and veterans, because sometimes when you're playing the game and hear a sentence like Jin Yuan, one of the Arbiter Generals of the Cloud Knights and the Xianzhou Alliance on the Luofu, currently looking for disciples of Sanctus Medic.
Central Alliance is the alliance between the Central Luofu and the other, and they're there to fight. And the Central Luofu, if you don't know what it is, it's basically space China, kind of like Li. He's the general. He has a pet dog, and Fei Xiao is like kind of the opposite of him. I mean, they're friends, but he's like, it's like Hobbs and Shaw. One is like, like, oh, I'm gonna go to the gym, ooh, and then the other one's like listening to like classical music. Yeah.
Who are also trying to revive the Ambrosia. You might as well be speaking to me.
It's a dog, bro. A lion's a big dog. Cat. It's a cat.
The IQ of March 7th, and by the end of this video, you will.
I don't appreciate the March 7th stray. 1 second.
But today, I'll explain everything like you have the IQ of March 7th.
That's fucked up,
and by
bro.
the end of this video, you will see that Honkai Star Rail is shockingly uncomplicated. And I can assure you, this is the short version.
Are my sounds too loud?
God damn it, it's another child!
I will say though, look, I'm one to always hate pulling a child character. If they ever add the adult Yanqing form that's in Honkai 3rd, bro, I promise you will be pogging. Just wait. They're gonna release it.
God damn it, it's another child.
That's right. Eve Handjobs is back, bitches.
Okay,
Hello,
why
guys,
did
it's
you
been a
call
while.
yourself?
Welcome to my
Why did you
second
call
episode
yourself
where
Steve?
We talk about the Honkai Star Rail universe. Now, before we fully dive into the story, there are a few core concepts everyone needs to know so that you can fully understand everything that's going on. Yes, I'm talking to you, dialogue skipper who lets every fight run in autoplay.
Not me. I actually try hard.
That myself. First and foremost, we have paths.
I swear to God, like if I spend 1 week fully just like TCing again, I literally become back to like literally unstoppable game knowledge, bro. Just like give me a week.
What is
But
a
I'm not
path?
gonna do that week right now. Like maybe wait a month. Maybe wait a year actually.
The path right now. No. In Honkai
Yeah, the
Star
editing's pretty
paths
good.
are totally different. See, they are these universal philosophical concepts that anyone can believe in and practice. That was a lot of big words for the average gacha player, so let me simplify it down for you. It's how you think, dummy. Let's say a person believes in preserving and protecting life. Well, they probably believe in the path of preservation. Get that, vegans? Oh, you hate conflict and think everyone should just get along? Well,
Is the volume
hardly
okay or is it a bit
seems right.
loud?
That's right. Paths are to weebs in the Star Rail universe what astrology is to white women. In-game, this translates to different gameplay mechanics.
No. Okay, here's the thing though. Here's the thing. Paths are real and so is astrology. And you might be like, Zox, no, astrology is not, bro. You can't. Like every bad bitch you'll ever meet, and excuse the language, will be either into astrology or slightly believe in it. You gotta if you don't believe in it, just pretend you do, bro. But like I'm just saying, like astrology, like it
what astrology is to white women.
you gotta believe in
In-game,
it, bro.
translates
Or
to
like
different
pretend.
gameplay mechanics. A preservation character, for example, probably means they have a lot of shielding and can tank a lot of damage. Abundance characters, well, there's your healers. And destruction characters, destroy. Shit, damn.
Can I be honest? I actually don't know what paths are for in Star Rail.
And in the universe, anyone who practices a certain belief of any path is called a path strider. They walk that lonely road, the only road that they have ever known.
He just told you. He just said it was astrology.
To weebs in the Star Rail universe what astrology is to white women. In-game, this translates to different gameplay mechanics. A preservation character, for example...
Yeah, just like believing in it.
In universe, anyone who practices a certain belief of any path is called a path strider. They walk that lonely road, the only road that they have ever known. I think I just quoted Green Day. And in rare cases, any one being who explores the concepts of their path in its entirety, embodies the beliefs, practices the philosophies as deeply as one can, they can ascend to become an Aeon. Aeons are essentially these godlike beings that completely embody one singular path.
Wouldn't. I'll get back to you. Would.
Essentially these godlike beings that completely embody one singular path. Let's take Nanook for example. He is the Aeon for the path of destruction. What does that mean? He is a hater. He is a hater on a level that no other being has ever seen. He hates everyone, everything. His hatred transcends racism, sexism, because he hates everyone equally. His path represents the belief that the creation of the universe was a mistake, so he wants to destroy everything. Once again,
Misgendered
proving
Aeon?
that
Oh yeah,
many
Aeons are they, I
rather
think.
eradicate all life in the universe, then go to therapy. Like, damn, bro, you good? Can't you just, like, get a pint, go to log cabin, start...
In all caps. Look, when you look at a... I remember this. When you look at a fucking ticket, they always all caps it. Wait, where is the... Like, they're fucking MF Doom. F3. Hello? How do I, like, click on the item? Bro. He, her, it, them. All caps. They have to be... You can't lower caps it.
So my wife has actually just started playing Honkai Star Rail, and I have a quote from her about her interpretation of Nanook. He's
That's
just
sick.
a
Can I...
little
Wait, can I
with
make my pronouns all caps?
body.
Can I do that?
Yes, okay, maybe he wants to destroy Universal too, but he's just an edgy little bad boy. Shut the fuck up and look at those pecs. Look at that emo fringe. Let me nuzzle in that yellow chest gussie.
Okay.
Now in the Star Rail universe, there are all these different factions that basically boil down to following one Aeon. They see their philosophy and goes, you know what? We can make...
I know a lot of you motherfuckers have very weak moral compasses, and you would see an Aeon that looks like this, and you would immediately join whatever cult they're trying to fucking trap you in.
a religion out of that. Well, why don't they make a path for gooning? I bet I could be a follower for that path. Or joke's on you.
There is one.
There is a path.
Yeah, there
It's
is.
called the path of propagation, and here is your Aeon. Taziron, an Aeon whose sole
Yep,
motivation is to propagate and spread themselves across the universe, which was born out of a feeling of intense loneliness. He started self-replicating so much that he started a disaster that threatened the entire universe. So much so that other Aeons needed to step in and be
Yo,
like,
wait,
bro, can you stop gooning for 5 seconds? Imagine gooning so hard you almost wipe out the entire universe in the process. I wouldn't even be mad, I'd just be impressed. Honestly, knowing the Honkai Star Rail fan base, that's probably the path they'd follow.
I knew you.
That's what I just said.
Now,
Well,
behind-
okay, wait, what? Where did that come from?
The Aeons, you have the Emanators. Now, these are people that have been acknowledged by the Aeons themselves.
Wait, is
and
there
have
like
been
a, not to interrupt the video, I'm sorry, Garn. Is there like a quiz online you can take? Like, what path are you? Maybe we'll do it after. Maybe I did it and just forgot. I feel like I did it and forgot, but.
given extra powerful abilities from them, which is actually a big fat fucking lie, because most of the Emanators that we've met so far have never even spoken to that bloody Aeon. But don't worry about that. Because one thing you come to realize
Fight on,
is that
dude.
just because a specific faction follows a specific Aeon, that doesn't necessarily mean the Aeon...
Wait, this
actually
reminds me. Where the fuck is Obsidian, bro?
Like, there are some factions who can be like, we follow the path of destruction. Nanook is our god. And Nanook can be like, who is this man's? Why does everyone keep saying this is my man's? This isn't my man's. In summary, for all you power scalers out there, you got Aeons at the top, then below them you got the Emanators, then below them you got the Path Striders and factions that follow the Aeons' beliefs.
I kind
Then
of
you
knew this.
multiply this by 18, because that's how many paths are currently in Honkai Star Rail. And that's where the lore of
Wait,
Honkai
18?
Star Rail can be a little daunting, because there are so many characters, so many titles, so many factions. But when you break it all down, it all comes down to which path does a particular character follow. Everyone and every faction has a different drive and goal based on the path they follow. And all of the conflict in Honkai Star Rail revolves around the opposing beliefs that each Path Strider has. Did you get all
Wait,
that?
should I turn it up a bit?
Good. We can finally start at the beginning of the story. Our story starts at the Herta Space Station, an amalgamation of a bunch
Okay, people are saying turn it up. 1 second. I'm gonna turn it down here because this is a bit scuffed. I'm just gonna boost my like desktop audio. Boom.
of nerds who have a hard-on for the one and only Herta the goddamn genius. Philosophical hard-on, not an actual hard-on, I assume. Yes.
No, I've
this
seen
is
Herta fans, bro. Well, we're talking about big Herta. I've
one
seen
of
Herta fans.
the
Herta fans are
smartest
fucking crazy. Herta fans are the same as Alice fans, and both Alice fans and Herta fans are crazy.
individuals in the entire universe. A sassy lost child. Or her puppet. You know what? We'll get back to that. Helping her run the place, you have a girl about as privileged as zy0x, your diversity hires, and a dignified woman whose hobbies include theater.
Dude, she is not just a woman, bro. She's a criminal. The first time you meet Ron May, she roofies you. She literally gives you a cake that's poisoned. Or like, it makes you like fucking dizzy. Volume's the same? Wait, really?
Desserts, and breaking the Geneva Convention. At the station, they research all things that piques this little shithead's curiosity. And it's here that we get introduced.
I saw a post, sorry for pausing. Actually, I'm not sorry. It's my stream. I saw a post that was like, the greatest skill you can have as a researcher is being a nosy bitch. It was like a photo of Herta.
The first factions that will play a massive role in the entire narrative. First and foremost, you have the Nameless, which is an interesting name because constantly in the game, people can be like, hey guys, I'm Himiko, I'm a Nameless. So what's your name? Himiko. Bruh. This faction follows the Aeon of Trailblaze, Akavili, which is the path that we follow.
This is what
Akavili.
probably looked like. This recreation identifies
Akavili. They're all about traveling the universe, going on a bunch of adventures, making a bunch of friends, the Luffy of the Honkai Star Rail universe. And this is our going merry. The,
Astral Express.
train thing.
Oh.
The Astral Express.
Yep.
I knew that. See, unlike other Aeons who are too good to hang out with pathetic humans, Akavili was that cool older uncle Aeon who'd hang around with the kids and occasionally sneak them beers when nobody's watching, which I have no idea about. They were just a chill guy. So chill, in fact, that one day they mysteriously just fucked off. Nobody knows where they went. If they're alive, it was just the ultimate Irish goodbye. Now, at the opposite end of the spectrum, you have the Antimatter Legion. Remember our favorite edgelord Aeon Nanook? Well, he was so edgy that he inspired other edgelords who don't want anything other than to see the universe burn. So they just go around fucking up other people's shit in the name of Nanook, being an overall vibe killer, and conveniently show up whenever there's a Stellar on. Wait,
Okay.
what is a
That's like the
Stellaron?
third
Now,
Stella
come here.
Artois
A
reference.
little closer. Listen up, because Stellarons are massively important throughout the entire story of Honkai Star Rail. I don't know. Look, all we're told is that there are these weird, mysterious things that pop up
Yo, Loki, I didn't know either, but I wanted to hear it. Like, I know there's like Stellaron Hunter.
every now and again and bring disaster wherever they appear. Nanook loves them, probably because he has a hard-on for disasters, and his other name is the Cancer of all worlds. Which leads us right here to our wildcard faction.
The cancer of all worlds. Fucking Twitter.
Cancer
True.
of all worlds. Which leads us right here to our wildcard faction, the Stellaron Hunters. Why are they
Dude, I would join the Stellaron Hunters. I feel like they're probably right. Like, you can't have that many cool characters and be wrong.
called the Stellaron Hunters? Because they hunt Stellarons. Innit? Right now we don't exactly know why we're hunting Stellarons, but what we do know is that one of the characters is named Kafka, and it's probably the sole reason you first put money into this game. Don't lie to me, I see the date of your transaction history. What's this? I'm getting
You
word
got
from my
me.
producer that we actually have footage of Star Rail fans reacting to Kafka's introduction. Let's have a look.
Yo, who the fuck is Scott?
Jesus Christ, guys. And they actually kick off the events of this game because Herta, the goddamn genius Herta, thought it would be a great idea to leave a Stellaron hanging around somewhere on her station. And the game literally starts by Kafka breaking in and chest-fisting a Stellaron into an artificial body.
Oh yeah, that
awakens
happened. I remember that happening.
us, the Trailblazer.
Scott's in
Yes,
every event.
Kafka
I've seen
technically-
Scott, bro, but like, still don't know who he
basically
is.
that she is our mummy. Look, guys, I don't make the rules. That's just the way it is. I'm just conveying to you the message Hoyoverse clearly wants us all to hear. This is literally the first thing you see when you wake up.
It is.
And as a newborn, our first words were... This is also where we get to meet the current Astral Express crew, which is the crew that will be staying with us throughout the entire journey. First, we have Zoomies Incarnate,
love March.
March 7th, who is, not exactly the brightest girl. She's the type of girl who tried to solve the issue of racism by running, but that might be because she was found in this huge block of ice Avatar style and has no memories of the life she lived before. So she decided to name
What if
herself-
before March was like a god, you know, and now they're like she lost all her memories because she saved the world from a nuclear explosion. She was like Superman. What if March is the heavenly principles? What if March is like the girl in Genshin that like yeah.
off after the dates they found her.
But Dad, I was born in September. Why am I named?
Shut up, drunk New Year's party January 1st. Then there's Dan Hung, the brooding quiet kid who seems to have a mysterious past. I have another quote from my wife about Dan Hung. Tried zooming in closely, but as you can see, he is not very hung. So that was a fucking lie, but okay. He ain't no bad boy Nanook.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Then, of course, you have the mum and dad of the Astral Express. Welt, who is actually a character from Honkai Impact 3rd, but got lost
True.
there and woke up in the wrong game. And, of course, this person, which is Himiko. But not this Himiko. This is a totally different...
Jesus Christ! Wait, she looks so much better here. Not that she looks bad, but what the fuck? Why did we get this Himiko?
Himiko from Honkai Impact 3rd, which is different from this Himiko, who is Himiko from Honkai
This one's still
Impact
better,
2.
but
And
what the
this-
fuck?
This is Himiko from Genshin Impact, no relation. And this, of course, is Saber, the only Saber in the Honkai universe. So far.
Okay.
A little bit of trivia. One of the Hoyoverse founders, Dewey's favorite character
This guy said Dewey. Oh shit, that was so loud.
happens to be Misato.
That's
from
not how you pronounce it,
Evangelion.
bro.
And his favorite character from every Honkai game just happens to be Himiko.
Wait, what?
All right, so
Okay.
favorite character happens to be Misato.
Isato. Oh, her. I know her. Okay.
From Evangelion, and his favorite character from every Honkai game just happens to be Himiko. Alright, so I see what you're putting down. So with the Stellaron stuck in us and no other memory of
Pronounce Xianzhou Luofu better than you. Put some respect on my Thai brother. Sorry.
where we came from,
Sorry.
what else is there to do but to join the Astral Express crew?
He's legit on screen. Why are you Googling? Wait, where? I was distracted, bro. They zoomed.
Evangelion.
Oh,
And his
she's okay. I didn't see. I was looking at him trampolining.
founder,
he's like on the left.
Dewey's
She's on the
favorite
left.
character happens to be Misato.
She's right there. I see her.
From Evangelion, and his favorite character from every Honkai game just happens to be Himiko. Alright, so I see what you're putting down. So with the Stellaron stuck in us and no other memory of where we came from, what else is there to do but to
I'm
join
surprised they
the
collabed
Astral
with
Express
Fate
crew?
before
If you
Evangelion.
choose not to, the game ends there. Our first stop is Jarilo-VI.
Oh, they're saving that for Genshin.
Genshin! Leaving most of its landmass uninhabited, save for a few settlements. Yes, it's Space Canada.
They did in Honkai 3rd. Oh, okay. Oh, Canada.
without the maple syrup. Here you can find legally distinct Joseph Joestar, legally distinct Ilya and Berserker,
Oh, Berserker.
and of course Zila and Bronya, who have a bit of a history.
They
See,
do.
here they become really good friends, but not too good of friends, but just friends who bicker and fight sometimes, but they are still friends. Good friends. But this is unlike other incarnations verse in different games, when they are also friends.
I like the other
Like
Sealy.
kissy friends. But here, in Star Rail, they are just friends. Now kid, they're just friends. The main faction you're going to find on Jarilo-VI are the Architects.
These fucking
who are
subtitles.
followers of the Aeon of Preservation, Klipoth. And they're all about building walls and getting other
Wait,
of Preservation.
is Japard cancelled?
And they're all about building walls and getting other
Japard,
planets to pay for
no!
it. They're led by the Supreme Guardian Cocolia, who is Her daughter is actually Bronya, and they lead the last settlement of humanity, Belobog. But Belobog has its own bog, and that's called the Underworld, which is under the world of Belobog.
Yeah,
where
that's
they stick
fucked up,
all
bro.
The poor and stinky people.
It's kind of like Arcane, but Arcane came out after Belobog. So who took it from who, bro? But also, Belobog came out after League of Legends. So there's that. Oh no, Arcane was older. Okay, whatever. But Arcane's... I'm not gonna talk about Arcane right now. Fuck you.
I'm
No,
guessing
they
it's
copied Star Rail.
mostly stinky people. Why? Fucking society, innit? And the underworld is completely blocked off from the overworld because society, innit? Life is hard down here. It's dark and dirty, and people have to make ends meet by becoming miners and wandering into the great mines to find valuable resources. Somewhere, a Minecraft YouTuber is getting really excited about the mines, I mean, not the miners. The main enemy types here you can find
Okay. Alright, yeah, that was a good one. Alright, that was a...
grants.
This looks like it says Valorant.
Grant? You guys are murdering us by the millions!
Wait, yeah, how did he make this joke in a sponsored video?
Man, I don't know what system of government they have.
Dude,
for
that
electing
fucking
leaders
Star Rail ad, the Natasha ad actually ruined my perception of Natasha. Like, I still like her, but every time I see her, the fucking voice plays in my head.
here in Jarilo-VI, but
I am Natasha, an underworld
I think I might be
doctor.
onto something. Things are certainly not optimal for Space Canada thanks to the Eternal Freeze, but life wasn't always like this. See, 1,000 years before the Eternal Freeze, Jarilo-VI was a prosperous place.
Jarilo-VI.
Civilizations start visiting Jarilo-VI hoping to get in contact with the natives. The architects set up shop, opened a few Starbucks, and everyone lived in harmony until the Stellaron attack.
Harmony, get
People
it?
started getting shook. Some pieced the fuck out, fearing the calamity it could bring, and this bad bitch named Melissa Rand starts building walls and settlements because, of course, the Antimatter Legion show up and are like, guys, come on, let us in. We promise we're not going to destroy anything. Okay, that was a lie. Okay, we're joshing you. We're going to do a little bit of destroying. A 30-year-long war, pushing humanity to its brink. And in desperation, Alyssa Rand hits up the Stellaron and is like, hey, Mr. Stellaron, so can you, like, help us get rid of the Antimatter Legion? You can use any means necessary. By any means necessary. Yep. You do realize I'm a Stellaron, right? You know, bringer of calamity, destruction, disaster. What's the worst that could happen? Okay. So the Stellaron decides to turn the thermostat down a bit. The Antimatter Legion go, brrr, it's cold, I'm out of here. Congratulations, Alyssa, you've successfully repelled the Antimatter Legion. Yeah. What's the catch? You've wiped out all other life and made this planet totally uninhabitable.
I didn't know that.
Fuck. And thus begins the Eternal Freeze until we show up.
I don't know
so
that
what's
happened.
the storyline of Jarilo-VI? Bitch be wildin'. We rock up in our space train, knock over some trash cans, kick some Antimatter Legion ass, and we're all like, don't worry guys, we're here to save you from the Stellaron. To which Cocolia replies, oh, you here to save us? Is that what I heard? Go to jail. Because little do we know, the Stellaron has actually been whispering in her ear, being like, psst, hey, wouldn't it be bants if you just, I don't know, destroyed the world and rebuild it anew? Oh my god. I love Code Geass. Boys, what are we saying? She a 10, but she wants to wipe out all life from the planet. So the entire storyline of this arc is just us trying to take down a mom who's gone a bit loop-de-loop. And it all comes down to one final showdown.
Yeah,
where
and then we transform.
everyone teams up. Nameless versus Stellaron. Mother versus daughter.
She'll be playable, bro.
Where
They're gonna
we
give her a different model, make her playable.
Get stabbed. Well, guys, that's it. Game over. Pack it up. It's over. we get that couple of Klipov's aid, get a
Dude,
new
when that
preservation
soundtrack
form,
first hit,
and beat the fuck out of her with the power of rock music and this giant fucking robot bloody mega fisting her into the ground. God damn, this sequence.
I still
was
remember
awesome.
that, dude. I was like, dude, that was peak. As soon as the fucking battle started, you get like cutscene, slice in the fucking throat, in the heart, pause, like Dan Hung catches you or some shit, I don't remember. Through transform, fucking guitar kicks in, chills. And the Jeff was in my chat spamming me to turn the sound up to 10.
Oh man. Bronya, having killed Cocolia with her own hands, is left in tears, knowing she did the
Bronya actually threw
right thing, but still.
I killed my mom, but at least now we're not living in a city built off lies. Hey guys, let's cover up the truth with lies. That's gonna work. My mom was great, everyone. My mom was awesome.
The death of her own mom. Then March 7th comes in like, hey guys, wasn't that so fun? Let's go to the pub and grab a pint. The Celeron is sealed, Bronya becomes Supreme Guardian, the underworld is opened up, no more stinky people, and of course, Zila and Bronya continue to be friends. Job done. Now we move on to
Luofu.
It's China. It's just China in space. Humans, furries, and scaly
Fucking super item.
live in unison on these ships, with each ship housing different races and cultures with names I can barely pronounce. Here you can find people like Space Kongming, Kindergarten Death Battles, Sassy Lost Child version 2, Daniel, the cooler Daniel, and Blade, the embodiment of
My
Black
goat.
Air Force energy.
Yo, watch your tones. Watch your fucking tone before you say anything bad about Blade, okay? I'm gonna give you a second chance. Watch your fucking
cooler
tone.
Daniel and Blade, the embodiment of Black Air Force energy, literally saving up centuries of hatred, going around looking for just one thing, a way to die. And he looks like this. And he calls himself Blade. Bro is canonically
Yo! His real name is like Ren Ying Xing. That's what it is. I knew it, but I always think of the ship name. So I get it confused because Ying Xing, that's his real, he has an actual name. Yin Xing, which means or feminine. Lashes behavior. I don't know.
old and hasn't mentally matured past the age of 14. Now for this story, we're
Wait, what? One second.
Hasn't mentally matured past the age of 14.
Bro, he got like forced into immortality. It wasn't his fucking fault, man. His like his friend, his whatever, this guy he was fighting made him fucking like immortal against his will.
We're just focusing on the
Luofu.
but it is just one of 6 ships, all together forming the Xianzhou Alliance, which can also be split up into different divisions run by different groups of people that sometimes have guilds within them, causing factions within factions within factions within factions within factions within... Meaning every character we meet here has a title about as long as your average light novel name, like they jack off every time Daenerys Targaryen introduces herself. It would take this entire video length just to break down every faction within this one ship. So we are going to focus on what is most important for the main conflict, and that revolves around the long life species that you can find on the ship, which are species that can live long lives, as opposed to the short life species, or baby men, which is what I imagine they're called by the long life species. First off, we have Foxians, who are fox-like beings with fox-like characteristics, and on the furry scale, they land about...
They're only tier 1. Maybe 2 because there's also a tail, but it's not high on the tier list, yeah.
That's still good, right?
Like Rouge but Rouge is a bat. That's Rouge the Bat. I'd say it's right before. So there's like cat ears, and there's ears and tail. Then it's probably Rouge. So it's probably like here. Then it's, I don't know who that is.
I think that's still good. You know what? Let me check with my local furry expert. Yo, D, how does that look?
What the fuck? How would I know?
Come on, D.
It's so mild.
Don't worry, facial mage. You guys are still safe. It's not too late yet. Then as Zone 0 players, please seek professional help. Then we got...
True. Amen. Amen, brother. Amen. ZZZ players, please.
The Vidiharas. Videharas. Vidimhara.
Those are the dragons.
Vidimen. These are people with dragon-like characteristics who are...
dragging these fucking nuts across.
But instead of going through one long lifespan, they go through a cycle of rebirth, where after a certain age, they get reborn while their body gets repaired and lose all their memories. In a process the FBI calls Schrodinger's lolly, where characters can canonically be both 13 and 1300 years old.
I hate when games do this shit, bro. I hate
And
it.
lastly,
I
we
hate
got
it. They release like a fucking 4-year-old and they're like, well, they're they're the same age as this 1,000-year-old.
Xianzhou natives who bring the main beef to this all-you-can-eat buffet. Many years ago, the Xianzhou Alliance traveled the stars to search for immortality, where they just happened to run into the Aeon of Abundance, Yao-Shi. Now Yao-Shi, she's a giving Aeon, maybe a bit too giving, but don't worry about this part of the title. She sees everyone turn up asking for immortality and she's like, you get immortality, and you get immortality, and you get immortality. What's this I'm holding in my hand? It's just, don't worry about it. So she plants this big ass tree called the Ambrosia Arbor that allows anyone who eats its fruits to become immortal. Yay for trees, guys! We love trees! But unfortunately for the Xianzhou natives, they get so
Actually, I don't think you knew all Archons are them. I don't think you
much
knew.
immortality and live for so long that eventually they fall into madness and the body mutates into this zombie
Archons, Aeons. I said Archons, man! I'm sorry, I'm catching pill!
thing that
Aeons are woke. Hell nah, brother, I'm quitting this goddamn game. I'm not playing no goddamn Honkai
So
Star.
once everyone realizes that immortality isn't everything it's cracked up to be, they all start to turn on this all-giving Aeon of Abundance. And it's like, fuck you, fuck everything you stand for, fuck all your followers, and fuck your stupid little arms. And look, I'm not gonna lie, I actually kind of feel bad for Yao-Shi. Like, aside from this, there was also a time when the Foxians were going through a famine on their planet.
I'm sorry.
So in desperation, they ask Yao-Shi to give them some food. She plants so much food for them that eventually it spurs
It's like a claw mark. What happened?
that kills their ecosystem and destroys their planet. Like, when are people going to learn that her name is the Aeon of Abundance? Not the Aeon of, okay, just tell me when. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Okay, yeah, you can stop now. That's enough slices! Because in response to the immortality epidemic, everyone on the
Luofu.
who changes their path to the path of the hunt. Now, the path of the hunt
Path of the Hunt is cool.
similar in the philosophy to the path to destruction, but unlike Nanook, who is like, fuck everyone, the hunt is more like, fuck you, just you, fuck you in particular. Like the Aeon of the Hunt, Lan, is the self-proclaimed born enemy of abundance and will go around endlessly eradicating any followers of Yao-Shi.
Wait, that's kind of based.
Bro's got more generational
That's
hatred
why they're single target. True. Because Hunt only hunts one Archon.
than Dio
Aeon,
does for the
fuck!
star lineage. And poor Yao-Shi is just in the corner, sitting down, going like, guys, I don't mean to victim blame, but you literally did ask for it. So they commit a bit of casual deforestation, destroying this immortality granting trees because fuck trees. Am I right? What the fuck have trees done? Supplying oxygen and
My elbow
immortality
hurts.
to people.
Or shoulder.
I spit on you. So what's the Luofu storyline?
Wait, Hawk Tour
It's
reference?
this tree.
Sorry.
and a Stellaron. Because of course it's a Stellaron. We hear a rumor that there's a Stellaron on board the
Luofu.
from Kafka. And you know what happens when Kafka goes fetch? We go. And it seems
True.
like someone's gone and fucking done it by planting a Stellaron at the root of this tree, causing it to resurrect along with this deer tree thingy. But who
Can I say a comment about the deer or
could
no?
have done such a thing? Turns out, not everyone agrees that
Can I say a comment about the disciple of the Sanctus Medicus?
immortality is a bad thing. So they all gather together in secrecy. forming
Dude,
this
that deer enemy used to piss me off. I remember. It's been a while. It used to piss me off. The fucking trees.
weird ass group
Honestly,
called
stupid ass deer.
Disciples of Sanctus Medicus, who looked at the way everyone was hating on Yao-Shi and was like, I know Yao-Shi, yeah, she crazy, man. She fucking sucks. God, I hate her guts. God, that guy know I secretly fuck with this. Little do we know that there's a real mastermind orchestrating everything from behind the scenes. That's revealed to us at breakneck speed.
Yo.
Yep.
Don't.
there's a real
Yo, why would you do
plot
that to me, bro?
twist. Someone got Thanos snapped out of existence.
I remember this was one of the few things I did right as it came out with no spoilers. This actually
I'm gonna go
shocked
watch
my
some TikTok
world.
chiropractor videos now. You'll never be able to guess who it is this time, lads. That's right, the fucking Antimatter Legion are at it again. And this time is one of their head honchos, Fantilia, who is one of Nanook's emanators.
This is like maybe the like
And she takes the form of, god damn,
It's the most insane enemy they've ever designed.
Clap for this one. Yes, this entire thing was just the Antimatter Legion trying to destroy the
Luofu
from within. And they would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for Dan Heng, who is secretly
Vidyara.
person, because Dan Heng is actually the reincarnation of Dan Feng, the cooler Daniel. Not to be confused with Dan Sung or Dan Dung, who also has a history with Blade, because they used to be really good friends.
I told you.
But not too good of friends. But according to some of the lore you can find in some of the relic sets, they were what you call bosom friends. Yo, what? But that's all in the past now, because Blade
Bro, what the fuck is bosom friends?
actually hates Dan Heng, because Dan Heng was previously Dan Feng, and Dan Feng committed a crime which
Yeah, force him into
caused
immortality.
Blade to be immortal. So Blade now hates Dan Feng, but he got reincarnated to Dan Heng, so they are no longer bosom friends, they are bosom enemies. Now, Kier. They're just enemies, guys. So we get another team up. Dan Feng returns and parts the fucking water.
Oh, this
lane,
fucking soundtrack.
Moses style. We take down the second mummy boss of this game so far, and this boss music is an absolute prop. That's it.
Luofu.
Done. All right, this video is getting a bit long, so what do we got next? Fuck my life.
Yeah, Penacony's longer.
Welcome to Penacony, the land of...
Can I turn these fucking subtitles off, man? They're not even, like, correct. They're actually pissing me off.
Goes from just taking a few hours to complete all the story missions to a lot more. This world is the legally distinct Disneyland for people who look like this, bringing in the wealthiest and most privileged individuals from
Hit the CC button? I did.
all around the universe thanks to its main attraction, the Dreamscape.
Tick-tock, our friends awake and asleep. Welcome to...
Fuck me, is that Tiki Mouse? The Dreamscape is like if Inception and The Matrix had one big incestuous baby. It's a lucid dream world you share with all the other attendees there where anything is possible. Get blackout drunk without having a hangover? Go for it. Oh, that's just fucking Tuesday at Spoons, innit? Gotcha! In your gacha
Wait,
game.
this is fun.
Because spending your real life money wasn't enough. Not even fall damage can kill you, which would be relevant if Star Rail actually had a jump button. Here we'll run into people like Dr. L plus Ratio, the real gacha man. My little sister. My little sister can't be this cute. Normal cute anime girl here.
I know that's an anime, bro. Anime fans are fucking crazy. Like, dude, I know the title's weird, but you have to watch My Little Sister's Cute. No, man, I'm not gonna watch that. I know it's probably... I am not watching it, man. I don't care how good it is.
Little sister. My little sister can't be this cute. And just another totally normal cute anime girl here. Nothing to see here, guys. Just another cute wiped out your collection. And of course, season 20 of my favorite Hoyoverse anime. Can a girl-girl friendship survive? Now, kid.
Dude, this scene was insane.
I need an adult. This is also where we get introduced to a plethora of new factions because they've invited everyone under the sun to attend, so I'm going to try and keep this as fast as possible. Starting things off with one of the biggest factions in the Honkai Star Rail universe.
What the fuck is that?
The IPC.
Oh,
the IPC
I know the
is
IPC.
like
I
if
just
the
didn't know their
IRS,
logo.
Amazon and the S&P 500 came together and made one big incestuous baby. And don't ask why I keep saying incestuous baby, it's not that deep. It is the mega corporation of mega corporations, controlling all business transactions from across the universe. Its mere concept is enough to give Jeff Bezos the biggest morning wood of his life. They supposedly follow our old friend Clipoff, the Aeon of Preservation, but the IPC believes, unlike the architects from Jarilo-VI, that they need one thing and one thing only to help Clipoff meet their goals. Money. And they've sent one of their representatives, Aventurine,
I fucking love Aventurine.
try and get some of those big fat Penacony profits, which is on brand because one of his attacks is literally beating the fuck out of you with money. He's not even rich. He's just reckless about spending his money. Honestly, I vibe with that. You have the Galaxy Rangers, which in this case comes in the form of Boot Hill, who is a space cowboy and is like playing Red Dead Redemption 2 with parental controls on. There's Acheron, who pretends to be a Galaxy Ranger, but really her true identity is the Emanator of Nihility, which makes her pretty damn powerful. Now, Nihility is all about a
You're telling me she's the emanator of nihility and she's fucking... What tier is she in now? Like...
Emanator of Nihility, which makes her pretty damn powerful. Now, Nihility is all about a state of nothingness or non-existence, so I don't know how she got the job, but I assume it went something along the lines of,
If you laugh, you go to hell. Oh, she's still good. She's still good.
you got the job. Wait, what? There's Black Swan. Now, her whole thing becomes a lot more relevant in the next world, so we'll come back to her. There's this one girl from a faction called the Masked Fools who is not too
Sparkle reference!
relevant right now, but I just want to mention their Eon, because their entire path philosophy seems to be Lamau. Why not? Like
Yeah, I want to join Elation.
one time, made one of their emanators a worm. A fucking worm. Like, can you just imagine all the Aeons out there vying for power, and Aha's just there in the corner like, he turned into a worm. Funniest shit I've ever seen. The Celeron Hunters are back at it again, this time sending in Firefly, who has a sad backstory because she has space cancer or some shit, but most importantly, she takes you on a date. A date. And then she ended up crashing top-up services and breaking every revenue record Star Rail had on release. Like, come on, guys, are we...
I'm gonna say something, but I have nothing. I love Firefly, and I've always loved Firefly. And if you disagree, if you see clips saying the opposite, you're wrong, and it's AI. Firefly, I like her. She's literally just Cole, but like with more screen time. No, like if Cole actually had like character, like, well, I mean, I guess she's like more like I like you Trailblazer than like Cole, but. No, because didn't Cole? No. Listen. And listen. No, listen. Because okay, they're not the same. But listen, they're both like, oh shit, like I'm gonna die.
Gather together on Penacony because Penacony is run by a group called.
Okay, here's my point. If Cole was a five, because someone in chat said Firefly's whole planet was destroyed. My point is, if Cole was a if Cole was a 5-star, they'd write a backstory where Cole's planet was destroyed, and then you'd want to pull for her. They just didn't try to they would have cooked. Like that's all I'm saying. They would have cooked a similar situation. Anyways, she's cool.
Penacony is run by a group called The Family. That's run by a man named Go for Wood, who has 2 adopted children in Sunday and.
Is that fucking Oz?
That's run by
Go
a man
for Wood.
named Go for Wood.
No, Go for Wood. Leave him out of this, please.
And Space Taylor Swift, and their security is run by Gallagher right here. Finally, Star Rail adding up
the only character with some facial hair.
Proper daddy to
my
their
goat.
roster.
I'm 13.
Goddamn.
He's not.
My boy's aging at the speed of light.
He's not 13, bro. It's a joke.
The founding and main storyline of Penacony, because before Penacony was this luxury vacation spot, it was a barren desert with a rather embarrassing leakage problem because it was leaking Memoria. What is Memoria? It's memory cum. Alright, if you want a more detailed explanation, Memoria is this substance that serves as a vessel for human memories and consciousness that seems to be some sort of physical manifestation of memories or mental energy that can sometimes gloop together in high concentration and can have a negative impact if a normal human is exposed to it for too long. It's memory cum. So the IPC sees
I didn't know this.
Turning Penacony into a prison planet where they send all their prisoners to help fix the Memoria leaks. I don't know what I'm doing right now. That was meant to be mining, I think. Yes, everyone thought Penacony was meant to be Vegas, but think about it. Former prison colony, barren deserts, pokies everywhere you look. This is fucking space Australia. Eventually, the prisoners spend so much time around Memoria that they begin losing their absolute dicks and they start to enter a shared dream world, like the ultimate VR gamers in a shared server. Now, what do all gamers dream of doing together? That's right. Rising up. They rise up against the IPC, take back the planet, and
let's go, gamers!
It's time for a Celeron to come in and be like, "Why, hello there. Allow me to introduce myself." With the planet in utter chaos, this is when Xipe, the Aeon of Harmony, descends down and tells them, "Yes, it is I, the Aeon of Harmony. Can you, stop being so not harmonious and stuff?" Nice rack! So Xipe helps the prisoners integrate into the family.
That's not where I was looking.
They split up into 7 different factions, which eventually becomes 5, giving them control over Penacony with no more IPC. Yay! We did it, guys! We beat capitalism! And so then the family thinks to themselves, wait guys, hear me out, crazy idea. What if we turn this shared dream world into a commercialized vacation spot where all the rich people spend all their money, and we can even throw this big festival called the Charmony Festival where we only invite the most important people from around the universe to attend. Yay! Capitalism! Now, as followers of the Harmony, a path all about getting along well with each other through mutual trust and cooperation, you'd think the family would be just a bunch of chill dudes. Well, that would be the case if the leader wasn't secretly getting his dick wet for another Aeon. See, Aeons might seem like these immortal, everlasting
but I don't know this lore.
But they can actually be slain, and some of them can even be absorbed into other Aeons, which is exactly what happened to Enna, the Aeon of Order. Now, Enna is all about controlling the masses through strict oppressive means to maintain order. She is the final form of your Asian mum when you tell her you're getting an art degree. But like every good Minecraft YouTuber, bitch just became irrelevant, and eventually Xipe came along and assimilated Enna inside of her, which is essentially an Aeon getting bored to death. I don't know why I wrote that sentence. But unfortunately for Penacony, this Asian mom is the Aeon that the head of the family secretly follows. They don't want the new hotness. They want old and busted. And so the head of the family comes up with this plan to resurrect Enna and leaves it to his adopted son, Sunday, to enact it. Now,
I knew
Sunday
this,
is
but I
a
don't know
man with a
why.
strong personal philosophy. He just wants everyone to be happy, even if the happiness comes from sheltering people from the harsh realities of the world by force. And he thinks this way because he saw a bird once. Okay, well, there we go. All right, I'll leave you for
It's
a
the
second.
fucking
We'll come
bird
back
that
to
I
it.
hate!
He wants to activate the Stellaron, putting Penacony into a permanent dream world where
Dude,
people
how many times did they show this fucking bird, by the way? Is there a counter? Like, I swear it was 5 fucking times.
to him. He wants to activate the Stellaron, putting Penacony into a permanent dream world where people can't wake up from it. It will be a perfect paradise with no conflict, no pain, no suffering, and no illness, where people are completely unaware that it's a dream. He's the bad guy, right? Oh, I'm sorry, free will. People don't get free will. Yay for free will. I always choose free will. I say 3 hours into my TikTok scrolling sesh, being mindlessly fed videos I didn't choose, finding my life increasingly dictated by algorithms.
Amen, brother. Amen.
Because if there was one thing Sunday...
Dude, every time I watch shorts, and I know I post some, so it's like a bit hypocritical, but I don't care. Every time I post shorts, or like, every time I scroll shorts, or TikTok, or even Twitter, or even like anything that's not long form videos, I can't even remember what I watched, and it feels like I wasted a period of time. Like, I've rarely been like, that was fulfilled. Even Instagram, well, I don't use Instagram, but yeah. But like long form videos, I like learn from, like I actually enjoy the watch usually.
Count for, it was us, the Trailblazer. Because we turn up to the final battleground, because is he still talking about the bird? Let's give him a minute, I'm sure he's almost finished.
8 hours later.
To fashion a cage for it.
Because we turn up to the final battleground because a little birdie wants to, oh, for fuck's sake. And this all culminates in one of the most hype moments of the game so far, where we take on this heavenly mechanical conductor thing while fucking Space Taylor Swift sings in the background.
Space
and we
Taylor
throw a
Swift.
goddamn train at it. Yes, we beat the final boss by driving
Low-key,
a
Robin fans, like, back at Robin's, the peak of her popularity, they did overlap with my image of Taylor Swift. And I have a few in my family. Like, I do have family members who are big Swifties. I think there's those overlap. But anyway.
train into it. It was fucking beautiful. Look, guys, all I'm saying is, I'm not an Idol fan, but... In the aftermath, the IPC come back and acquire some shares of Penacony, which somehow ends in us getting 5%, which, I mean, yay, capitalism! And then Black Swan hitches a ride with the Astro Express, along with the newly reformed Sunday as well. All right, Sunday, I know you just tried to take over Penacony, but we're cool with that. We're cool. I can forgive that. Just, if you're gonna be here, can you just not talk about any birds? Is that cool?
Please, bro.
Are you cool with that? All right. Let's fly off to our next destination. This brings up to our final stop so far and Star Rail's most ambitious story yet, Amphoreus. Now, at the time of writing this, Amphoreus is
Man,
not
fuck Sunday's bird.
finished, so we're not going to get too heavy into spoilers, so I'll just give you a basic overview of what this world is about. Welcome to the world of God of War. In space, a world themed about the Greek mythos. That
I've seen
nobody
this.
knows
We've done
anything
3.0.
about.
We've done
It's
3.0.
so shrouded in mystery that even Akavili did not visit this place when he was trailblazing around the universe. Come on, Akavili, mate, get with it. How the fuck do you miss this place? And the only reason we know anything about it is because of Black Swan. Remember when we said we'd come back to her? Well, Black Swan is a member of the Garden of Recollection, and they follow the Aeon Fuli, the Aeon of Remembrance. This path is all about
Wait,
preserving
why is Black
memories.
Swan not Remembrance? Remembrance, Black Swan, Sue? Just saying it could happen. Just saying it could happen.
Keeping records of everything that's happened so no one forgets anything. This is useful for
interesting.
anyone over the age of 30. Because if you've been paying close attention, you may notice that every world
Maybe a Remembrance character?
has been themed around a certain path. We've gone from preservation to abundance to harmony, and now we are here at Remembrance. We even get our own Remembrance powers by adopting this cute little pink feline called Mem, who stays with us on our journey and constantly talks in our ears. And wait a minute.
Don't ever compare Mem to that disgusting rat. You didn't say anything yet, but watch your tone.
Oh no, this is getting out of hand. Now there are two of them. But what is this world all about? Well, remember at the start of the video what I said?
I will say though, the one benefit of Paimon is that because Paimon recaps the story for people who skip, it prevents the story writers from having to include, say, the Charmony Dove scene 3 times just to make sure someone sees it. I don't skip. I either full skip or I full pay attention. There's no in the middle. I'm saying like median person is like half paying attention, but I'm either fully locked in or I'm just like, get this over with.
Out there. Well, apparently that wasn't enough information because
actually that's not true. Sometimes I let it run in the background if it's like a random ass quest, but usually
own godlike beings that are not Aeons or Emanators. They're called Titans, and they created the world of Amphoreus. And there are 12 of them. Oh god, by the end of this game, I swear,
Kronos. I know
Arrow's gonna have more mythology than actual mythology. Alright, lock in, gang.
What's that one guy called? His name is like Kremnos, not Kremnos. That's not a Titan. The guy who's like holding the Atlas. The guy who's Atlas. I'll just call him Atlas. Quilla.
War and death to the planets.
Oh, Nikador. That's what I was thinking of. Nick, because there's my name in it.
Alright, you get all that?
No, I know they're not the same, but you know what I mean. Like, that's the guy I was thinking of.
Well, that's okay, because unless you actually want to deep dive on how each Titan story ties into the world, all you really need to know is that all of these
because that's the one that My Day like butt fucked in game. Like it was like Nikador was like fight me, and then My Day was like go away, fight on. We're gonna fight for fucking 10 hours, and they fought. And then I don't remember the rest because that's where I'm at the story.
Things called core flames that was given to Amphoreus by an
True.
even
He's
higher
right.
god.
He's right.
Who is this higher
He's right.
god? I don't know. I'll never tell. XOXO, Gossip Girl.
Okay.
I don't actually know. The most notable Titan you should be aware of, though, is Kefale, the world-bearing Titan, who created the human world and is the site of humanity's last stronghold. Because everything was chill until the Black Tide came along and fucked everything up. Wait, it's the Black Tide this time and not a Stellaron? That can't be right. Stellaron! Stellaron!
Wait, why did they move on from Stellarons?
I know you're hiding somewhere here, you son of a bitch. The Black Tide is this mysterious corrupting force that turns people into fucking bent-out tweakers. It destroyed multiple cities and turned several of the Titans mad.
Saska. Okay, never mind. No spoilers. No spoilers. Sorry.
Sorry. Himself, but not before bestowing a prophecy upon humanity. 12 chosen heroes with golden blood will appear, strong enough to defeat the Titans and take their core flames, ascending to become demigods. Only then will humanity come to a new era of prosperity. I don't know why I said come. These heroes will be known as the Amphoreus 5-star unit, or the Chrysosairs.
I feel like a Chrysos hair could be a 4-star. Like, Tribby should have been a 4-star. I don't care. She should have been a 4-star and a bit less. I don't care, bro. Not every Harmony unit has to break the fucking game.
We go around kicking the shit out of the Titans with the Chrysos heirs, jacking their core.
Bro, like, if they give us her whole model, like the tall one, cool. But like mini Tribby, you're a 4-star. Sorry. No, I don't want my favorite character to be accessible. They all need to cost $150 on average. No, man. You don't get it. We can't have 4-stars.
Letting Hoiverse
because I like the character.
You have Tribios, who despite her looks is already a demigod, along with Aglaia, who has the core flame of the Titan of Romance. And all I'm saying is, she can romance me anyhow. What? There's Castris.
Tribby is cool? Question mark. Okay, I didn't say she isn't, but name me one Amphoreus character who's less cool than Tribby. I mean, yeah. Name one. Castris, you're wrong. Finon, you're wrong. My Day, you're wrong. And actually, you're wrong. You're literally wrong. Are the only arguable ones Yassine? Hayas, okay, sure. But okay, also, sure. You're right. But that's 2. She also has a pet cow that's pretty cool, though. He's like a 6. Okay, Ika's a 6-star, given its volume, and Yassine is a 4-star. Together, they're 5.
Okay. Nothing much to say about her story, actually. And of course,
it's a unicorn, man.
Sorry. Mighty, who is an Angie boy, who I swear to God is trying to compete with Sung Jin Woo for Aura Farmer of the Year. And then you have Finon, who is a good boy. The goodest of boys. And he goes through a lot. Together they make a great team, except they would do if they weren't bitter rivals who compete in absolutely everything they do. But guys, that's actually really early because they actually care about each other and they're just trying to bring out the best in each other because they're the best of friends, but they would never admit that because they're bitter rivals.
What?
You know, I would say now kiss, but I'm pretty sure they already kiss each other goodnight. And that's the setup for Amphoreus in a nutshell.
Why would they do this, by the way? Why did this happen?
I'm pretty sure they already kiss each other goodnight. And that's the setup for Amphoreus in a nutshell, which is the bare bones surface level explanation for all the things hiding underneath this world. I will say there have been some developments in the overarching story arc, but what I will say is that compared to previous arcs, the setup and execution is actually far more. Just over halfway through the story arc right now, and I will say, as an aside, it is actually shaping up to be
I did see that
my
scene at their
favorite
panel.
Star Rail story arc and world so far.
I joined his stream when he was doing the 3.5 quest. No, 3.4 quest. He was catching up. I didn't get spoiled. I just like popped in for like 2 minutes because we rated him. And he said not 3.5. He said that it was like his favorite so far. That it was like peak but really long. So me, like, I know I'm gonna like it, but right now it's really long. So I'm gonna have to like prepare to do it all in like, you know, a reasonable amount of time. But I know I'm gonna like it.
I don't need that. And of course, that leads us to the final development of the
Hashtag ad.
Honkai Star Rail universe, the fated crossover with...
I'm not saying just 3.4, chat. I'm saying 3.1, 3.2, 3.3, 3.4, 3.5. That's like probably 24-hour stream. More.
Stay Nights Unlimited Blade Works. I see what he did there. He fucking did it, guys. I don't know how, but it actually happened. Now, this storyline isn't like all the previous storylines we covered. This is more of a side story. Think of it as a beach episode.
Sparkle!
With no beach and just a holy grail. We head back to Penacony, where one of the heads of the families, Oti, was messing around.
This fucking guy.
Where he just stumbles upon a holy grail. But not just any holy grail, it is a mini holy grail. Bro, I'm lucky enough to find £5 in my pocket, and then there's this guy stumbling upon a bloody holy grail. And so he decides to host his own mini holy grail war. Now, any true Fate fan would know that the holy grail war is always held in secret with no way for the public to know. But this one is different. OT holds a public Holy Grail war, and I assume charges people more than your average influencer boxing match to watch the bloodbath unfold. 4 summon famous people from Penacony, where some of them mess up and accidentally summon some familiar faces from a different universe. Wait, wrong universe, wrong universe! As one of the masters, the Trailblazer accidentally summons the King of Knights themselves. Adventurine somehow summons Archer, and of course, Boot Heel gets our favorite son of a nice lady, Lancer, who is alive. And Berserker's master and servant is Oti. He's Berserker's Star Rail's master and servant.
Wait, where's Berserk?
But we have Berserker right over there. And that's it. The collaboration is out right now, so whether you're a Fate fan or a Star Rail player or you're both, go get it while you can, gamers. And that completes my very quick rundown of Honkai Star Rail.
Okay.
Look, this game has only been out for about 3 years, and I'm not gonna lie, there is so much lore and so much story to go through that I had to cut a ridiculous amount out of some of these worlds. This was all meant to just be a very basic introduction into the entire world and story of Star Rail, and even then, it somehow is even longer than my Fate video. So if you want to get the full picture, there are already some very talented content creators covering this topic.
Hey,
or you know what? You can
yours truly.
Because while this is the short version, I will categorically say this now, that there will never be a long version from me. Who knows what the future holds?
Add-on, I am doing a one-time only...
Wait, these links low-key don't work for me, though.
My anime Garn. It is going to be on the 24th of August at 6 p.m. at the Grand Cinema Sunshine Ikebukuro in Japan. I'm excited, but very, very nervous to show you guys what I've been working on. So if you want to join me for what is possibly the biggest night of my career so far, you can get tickets at barnpremiere.peatrix.com. Links in the description below as well. But yeah, even though this was a sponsored video, this took a lot of work. Way more work than any of my usual videos. So I want to give a quick shout out to my editing team and just my team in general for helping me make this video. There is absolutely no way I could have done this by myself or with just one person. As you can hopefully tell, even though this was a sponsored video, they put their everything into this.
That's cool.
And I think they
go to the premiere, bro. It's in Japan. I mean, I would, but it's in Japan.
Much needed break. And guys, just a quick update. The seasonal
that was good. The editing was actually pretty crazy. It was like entertaining the whole way through. Usually really long videos, hard to keep it like that heavily edited for more than like the first 10 minutes.
Because I've been kind of busy working on...
You're a billionaire, just go.
And also working on another mega project, which is an anime. So I apologize for that video coming a little bit later this season, but it is still coming.
I knew you would come.
Anyway, though, that's been...
Okay. Anyways, that was good. I'll link it in chat again. Thank you, Gart, for the recap of the story. I learned a lot. I actually don't know what I learned, but I learned a bit. I learned that the Stellarons or something. I learned that emanators are powerful, and the Nihility emanator is, you know, all right.